Doesn't want to see a 171.
He might.
133.
2 darts at tops. 1 dart at double 10. And now the
80.
whitewash seems likely.
Yeah, Michael Smith has not been missing much in this match, and he's got 2 darts to win the match
Game
at double
shot
12. That's
and
all he needs, only 1. Michael Smith averaging 101 in a 6-0 demolition of Ryan Joyce in the opening match. We'll take a quick look at the stats from that one. Smith, just incredible, as Rod said, relentless rather than Joyce himself. A 101.33 average, that 116 checkout, just a 180, and they're actually outscored in that department. You still need a treble with dart 2.
Another. Yes, perfect. For the bull.
139.
And goes down as another leg that Wilkinson had a dart at double to win. Will it be another leg that he loses? It will.
Game shot.
Well, it's another breaker throw for the Dutch dartist, and it means that he's 1 leg away from the next round, and it means that Wilkinson has got to win 4 consecutive legs now to deny Meulenkamp. For the match then, for Ron the Bomb Meulenkamp. 2 darts away, potentially. Still 2 darts away.
Oh. 72.
And he's going for the single 16 there to leave tops. Couldn't quite tell if the dart had gone in the treble, but it must not have been in. Well, he wants to stay there, but he doesn't want to knock that dart out. There are other choices here.
He did stay there, didn't he? And he didn't knock it out, but he didn't hit the treble.
94.
Now he might be knocked out. Double 12. Well, some say the hardest double to hit is the one to win the match. But
Game
Meulenkamp
shot
has
and
hit
the
it.
match.
And that is a welcome win for Ron Meulenkamp, who needs something over the course of the next 4 days to bolster his bid to make it back to the World Championship. He knocks out Sean Wilkinson, getting a bit of...
And a finish of 105, often
24.
described as being right in James Wade's wheelhouse, the kind of single treble to double finish. Treble 15, the target which he's found for tops. And there it is, and it was a finish right in James Wade's wheelhouse as he cleaned up 141 behind here, but has the darts in his hand and he can get in front and onto a manageable finish, but he will need a treble. That'll do, and Richie Burnett now leaves 121 after 9 darts. And suddenly things are starting to get interesting here.
81.
Seemed all over as Wade led 5-2, but now Burnett looking at 1-2-1 to close to within a solitary leg, needs the treble 17. Can't find it. Frustration for the Welshman.
57.
But 99 has never been an easy finish. 42 left. 40 left. I was going to say another brilliant finish by James Wade, and I think when he let that dart go, he fancied it would be in, and it wasn't far away, was it?
16.
Another 16 or an 8. Another 16 it is for the double thereof.
48.
And that would have got him back within a leg, but now it looks like his last dart because Wade, with 3 in hand at tops, rarely misses. 2 in hand at double 10 rarely misses. And he hasn't missed, and James Wade, in the end, takes advantage of mistakes by Richie Burnett and wins this match by 6 legs to 3. A break back here for Jamie Hughes would put him back in control of the match.
100.
But that makes it unlikely as Barney, after 12 darts, leaves double 12. Well, a very relaxed Raymond van Barneveld waits for the chance to go 4-2 up. Double 12 it is. And double 12 is in. And Barney again. It's definitely on now. Double 12.
100.
That was for the match. To stay in the match. Double 5 to stay in the match. Cannot come inside now, and that is exactly what he's done.
No score.
Bust his score, but you feel it's going to be irrelevant now. Barney, double 12, 3 in hand to wrap it up. Couldn't do it on the 138, but he's done it anyway. He's got home anyway. Good win for Raymond van Barneveld. Really good performance there. Jamie Hughes played well in terms of the scoring, but Barney's all-round game was too much.
Ventured into that sort of territory before, but a man who has repeatedly is Gary Anderson, and he's averaging more than 110. 5-0 up in the second round against Mario van den Behaarde of Belgium.
$134.
Very nice. Leaves 48 now. But can Mickey Mansell conjure up a finish on the 19s route? Well, just beneath that would be very handy. And there it is to leave the bull. Oh, beautiful stuff from Mickey Mansell. That's brilliant. Really was.
Performance, but steady might not cut it against a man of this incredible firepower.
139.
Yeah, I mean, Mansell, you've mentioned, Dan, a couple of 15-dart holes a throw. And that kind of level, which was 100 average to all intents and purposes, may not be enough against Gerwyn Price when he goes into this mode of full-on attack. 82 left. 17 for tops would be a 12-dart finish if he can finish it off. And he makes his mid-match move against the darts and takes the lead for the first time. Barrage that Dan was just referencing there a 4 maximums from Price in a 3-leg spell, which featured the 2 12-dart legs, and it's just pretty much carried on from that. There's an 87 on the bull, wasn't there?
Well, 107 average almost from Gerwyn Price. It's not the highest we've seen today, but it's certainly in that discussion.
And you also, it looks better than that, doesn't it?
Well, and you also know that you can do that game after game after game.
Yeah.
This to set up another game.
On tops.
70.
Well, this would be some way to keep a match going, wouldn't it? To keep the fire burning. Yes, another there. Oh, brilliant darts. Double top. Oh, how close could it be without going in?
Close. But defeat follows shortly after as Gerwyn Price rattles off 5 legs on the spin. The world #2 found gears that Mickey Mansell struggled to live with. To leave a better one.
$100.
Labanauskas down to a 2-darter. Way off the 18 segment, but brilliantly recovered from Willie Borland to leave himself on double 8. The question is, will he be allowed to go at it? Going the safety first route, 17 segment now. And back to the bull. Is that a good guide?
67.
I'm still not entirely sure, but he couldn't pin it anyway. Had problems with this a couple of legs ago.
No
and
score.
Has problems again in that bottom left corner of the board. Willie Borland throwing away another leg potentially.
$17.
But he's going to get more opportunities because Darius Labanauskas can't kill it off either. Dear me. Dear me, Willie Borland. The first 2 weren't convincing. The last effort at double 2 wasn't bad, but wasn't good enough. 4-3, Labanauskas is another leg that he is so fortunate to come away with. There's been a couple of those in this match. 10 missed darts at double from Ball and 13 from Labanauskas. And this game is absolutely anybody's. It's difficult to say that one has played better than the other. Reaching the board final would be a significant achievement.
96.
Labanauskas first to a finish.
100.
The lovely darts from Willie Borland leaves himself 52. He should get 2 match darts if he's allowed back. Labanauskas couldn't take the 147. He will not take the 138. And having missed a match dart already in this game, Darius Labanauskas is going to have to sit there and hope that Willie Borland
98.
misses 2 for the match. He's done plenty of missing in this game, but he does not miss when it counts. Willie Borland with his second 6-5 victory of the day, surviving a match dart from Darius Labanauskas. And you can see the celebration. It's a rare thing for him to be in the 3rd round this year, despite 16 missed darts at double from both players in that game. It is the man with 4 180s to Labanauskas' sole
ability of Jim Williams levelling up the match. 3-0 down, looking to run 3 legs straight himself to counter Humphries' first 3 legs of the match.
Well, he's not going to take the 136, but Humphries has got a potentially awkward 80. And particularly with Humphries' setup, it's a very long dart and stem combo. If he doesn't get the treble 20, he can block a lot of this double top. Well, that's another way of solving the problem.
Yes.
There you go. More than one way to skin a cat. Double finish. Not entirely what he was after, but it will do nicely.
Name 2. And bear in mind, Williams has not missed a dart at double yet in this match. You'd have fancied him with 3 in hand to take out 32.
Well, if your opponent is finishing flawlessly, the best thing to do is not allow them a chance to hit a double. And that's basically what Luke Humphries has done for significant portions of this game.
96.
Other winners in round 3, Geert Nenchez, Joe Cullen, Damon Heta, Mervyn King. All of them through to the last 16.
100. 121.
Just a little slump of the shoulders there from Humphries as he strays into the 1 segment and makes his next shot significantly harder than it would have been. And this won't help him.
139.
Well, Williams threatening the treble 19 to leave a single darter.
Oh, to win it with 2 tops. A 1-3-1 checkout. Luke Humphries wraps it up with a magnificent finish. He'd made it so hard for himself with the setup shot. But 2 double tops for a 1-3-1, and Jim Williams was flawless on the doubles, but he only got 2 chances in the entire match to throw at them. Once again, Luke Humphries has got a marginally lower average than his opponent. It's the 3rd time that's happened today. It does not matter, because when it matters, he matters. Luke Humphries wins it 6-2. The top seed is through to the last 16.
Cullen's scoring has been simply sensational.
140. 133. 60.
Tops.
60.
Wrong bed. No finish here though for Van Veen. And Cullen, I'll wager, will go 6 for double 16 here. He's so proficient on that segment of the board. Well, don't listen to me, he's going straight for double 19. And maybe he wishes he had taken the alternative route now. And I wonder what he'll do this time. Because now
96.
his opponent is right behind him on a 2-dart combo. Will he split or go again? Goes again and gets it this time. And he now leads 3-2. 6 180s, 22 missed starts at doubles.
125.
Paradoxical stuff. 7 180s now for Joe Cullen. That was perilously close to the treble, that, which would have left double 2. Anyway, it's double 16, and that is double 16. And Joe Cullen, having led this match 3-2, now trails it 5-3. And another maximum for Joe Cullen. That's now 8.
56.
And does it just about make him favourite for the match, I wonder? Oh, double 10.
120.
I think it probably does, because he's going to have 3 darts at that double 10 at least. And then he would have the throw in the last leg. So I think Cullen now
42.
just about favourite for the match, despite trailing on the scoreboard. He's not trailing anymore. It's 5 apiece. Well, he won't finish with 135, but he can leave it handy. Very handy. Leaves tops. Leaves tops here, Joe Cullen. And bearing in mind he's missed 20 plus darts at double in the match, he'll be relieved that he's got
134.
a clear 3 at this. Oh
30.
my word. Well, Van Veen managed to get himself down to 116 and managed to get himself down, therefore, to a manageable finish. Should Cullen make a mess of that visit at double top, and he did make a mess of it, and now if he comes back it's double 5. Well, that's awkward. He's going to find it difficult to get underneath there, isn't he? He hasn't found it awkward. Now, double 18 for the most unlikely of victories, you would have to say.
$80.
And Cullen is reprieved. But can he make the most of that reprieve? He's already missed 3 for the match. Double 5. Oh, this is getting worse for Joe Cullen. Now double 2. And it's 6. Agony for Joe Cullen, absolute agony. 5 missed match darts, and he's had 6 darts from 40 down here, Joe Cullen, and it's a darting disaster. We'll go through the full visualization routine now. Van Veen. Oh, and Ian Van Veen has defeated Joe Cullen in a last leg shootout. Joe Cullen having missed half a dozen for the match, well 5 officially, but 6 darts down from 40, and he couldn't finish the job. And the reason he couldn't finish the job is because he missed 28, yes, 28 darts at double in the match. And despite hitting 8 maximums and averaging just about 100, Joe Cullen is beaten here in the last 16 by Ian Van Veen, 6 legs to 5.
Who kind of has had to take a step back to take 2 forward. Quiet for a few years after his emergence on the development tour. Josh Rocker's won 5 development tour titles this year. That's a bone of contention with some people. Worth getting your thoughts on it, Rod, as a connoisseur of this sport. Players playing on the development tour and the pro tour, some people don't like it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? I understand both sides of that argument, but you can't blame Rock for taking full advantage of the opportunities available to him.
98.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, he can't win millions on that tour, but he can still pick up some tidy sums of money that I'm sure he can find a good use for, and he can get some good match practice. So, and well,
120
goes 2-0 up. I mean, so you can't.
Oh, he's so good. He's bamboozled our referee Luke Guest there.
mean, you can't blame Rock, can you? But I understand that if you've got a tour card, a lot of people think, well, that should be it. And you're no longer a development player.
Yeah.
So you're no longer developing, and so you shouldn't have the opportunity to play on the tour.
Not one of those occasions where it's a scoring-only average either, but he has had a couple of darts at double himself.
134.
Yeah, and Rock will be one of the lowest seeds in the lower seeded pots, won't he, at the Grand Slam of Darts? You know, they'll put it into 4 pots, and he'll be in probably number 4, won't he?
Yeah, you'd think it'd be whichever group he's in would be the group of death.
Well, the other higher seeded players in pots 1, 2, and 3 will not want to see his name coming out from pot 4 mixed up with them.
Game
double
shot.
12, they all love it.
$140.
The hundreds in this game are useless, aren't they? Pointless.
93.
Maybe a bit unlucky there. Deflected off the dart in the treble, diverted it to a next door neighbour.
130.
And this is for the match for Josh Rock.
Yeah, will he bring the curtain down on what's been an excellent standard? He can on the ball. Oh,
Game
goodness
shot
me.
and the match.
Well, that was a fine way to finish with the fireworks, and deservedly so too, because it was a brilliant match. Mike De Decker played superbly, but in the end had to give best to Josh Rock, who was out of this world, really, quite frankly. And let's have a look at some statistics here, Chris, because they're worth looking at, aren't they? 6-2 is the key one, obviously, but just look at the 180s, the big finish, the 6 out of 10 on the checkouts, and the average is, well, could this be 112.5 for Rock?
Mercifully, if it was, it would be out of business very quickly.
And Dave Chisnell here is in business to some tune.
180.
2 maximums in the same leg. It's the second leg of the match, and it's on the price throw, very significantly.
48.
And a tantalising prospect of a 9-dart leg. No, David.
Well, he did hit one on his way to the title in Belgium on the European Tour a few weeks ago, ending a 3-year title drought for Dave Chisnell. He is back in the winning mood.
Oh, yes, and that can be significant, as we know.
97.
I fancied him for a good run in Leicester, but that didn't materialise. But his draw was very difficult. It was Dimitri, wasn't it? You know,
And it was a good game.
it was a very good game, which could have gone either way. It went right to the last possible leg,
Game
and in
shot.
goes the double 18. And this is a brilliant start from Dave Chisnell
11 darter
Yep.
from Chizzy.
to go with the 15 darter.
So ticking along at that sort of 115 average, which he threw all the way through his quarter-final match. And look at this, Chiz. Behave yourself. Have a day off, man. 3 180s in the first 2.5 legs.
I think Gilwin Price would be happy if he had a turn off, never mind a day off. Just one visit to the board off would do. Mind you, he replies in kind. Could they both be on a 9-dart leg after 2 visits? No, not David Chisnell, but Price,
100.
the 9-dart king of the PDC Tour.
Ooh.
Not this time.
$140.
We'll see on the other streaming board that Josh Rock and Damon Hett are also in their 4th leg of the match, both of them averaging in excess of 107, as if that's just completely normal behaviour and not
83.
entirely freakish. But they're 2 players who have the propensity to do such things, particularly this year. It was a little close to the double, and that one wasn't close enough.
It's an interesting way to go, that on 84, isn't it? Simon Whitlock used to do that a lot. If he hit the ball, do you think he'd have gone double 17?
No, I think it'd be 10 for double 12. Yeah. But I do like, I like that. It means that you're not going to end up
Game
accidentally messing around on doubles you don't like. He's very much a double top and double 12 man, Gerwyn Price, and double top does the job for him there to get a first leg in this one.
Surely.
180.
Which is duly obliges. 24 maximums for the day for Dave Chisnell.
4 in the match.
125.
I mean, he's almost on double the tally of Gerwyn Price for the day, and he's actually played fewer legs. It's obscene.
190.
Just can't stop hitting them.
I did have this idea, and this is the kind of idea that you would come up with.
Hang about. Hold that thought, Rod. 145 for a level game. That is magnificent from the Iceman. 3 apiece, 3 on the spin, a 145 checkout. Dave Chisnall back-to-back 180s. It counted for nothing.
Sleep tonight, Dan.
I'll stick it on your ringtone. Don't worry about that.
Absolutely brilliant explanation. Particularly the bit about being at 1 with the treble 20. Right. Let's concentrate on the 82 that's coming up from Gerwyn Price, because that is to level the match.
But there's pressure. There's pressure because it's 180 number 7 from Dave Chisnall.
Double 16 to swat aside the pressure. Oh, right on the wire from the Iceman. He wants double 8 now.
66.
And right on the wire again, and he feels unlucky. You can just sense that from his reaction.
Slinks back to the back of that gigantic booth in the hope that he'll be returning in this leg, and he will be returning because Chizzy can't see off the 1-2-1. He'll leave himself poised to strike if there's more mistakes. There may be.
4.
8.
Dear me. That's a surprise and no mistake.
Bombing doubles. That's the phrase that Gerwyn Price always uses. And those doubles were bombed.
Game shot.
And Dave Chisnall detonates the double 18 to take a 5-3 lead in this one. He needs 2 more legs.
Chisnall coming back for 25 for another sub 15 dart leg
120.
and a 2-leg advantage in a race to 7 at 6-4. So to the brink of victory if he can nail this. Double 8. Right on the wire. He was on the way to the hole to take the ball out. Oh,
17.
look at that. Either side of the target by next to nothing.
To level the game. It's just in the corner, but it's good enough, and you can hear from the celebration from Gerwyn Price. He thinks he's still in with a great chance here. Dave Chisnall is still in the driver's seat. He has the throw. But it is now gone from 5-3 to 5-all.
This could be a good chance though, couldn't it, if he can put in a biggie here.
Is it a biggie? It looks pretty big. It's as big as they come.
180.
A third maximum for Gerwyn Price. He was 3-0 down in this. He was 5-3 down in this. Twice he has fought back to parity, but Dave Chisnall with another maximum. He's one away from double figures in this game.
139.
He will not have another one here. No matter how much he's at 1 with the treble 20, he needs to be at 1 with the treble 19.
177.
And that's perfect, really, to leave double 10. Price can't finish. Chisnall to go to within a leg of victory once
41.
double 10.
Or just when Gerwyn Price looked like he might be crafting an opening, Dave Chisnall with 6 perfect darts sets up this chance. A chance that he takes. Another excellent blast of scoring from Dave Chisnall. The number of times today, he's not just gone a 180, it's back-to-back perfect scoring visit.
40.
Oh, what a leg of darts. Treble 7. Ooh, well,
168.
there was a little moment there where he was terrified he might have bust his score, but he's okay. He has left 13, which is not ideal, particularly after some of the darts we've seen at the likes of double 4, double 2.
Double 4. Yes.
Game shot.
Great leg, wasn't it? 11 darts.
11 darter finished with a checkout of 13. A rarity.
Has the edge by 20 points plus these. Oh, and now the firmest of favourites.
140.
Just one visit to the board can make such a huge difference at this stage, can't it?
It can. Price needs a couple of trebles, and he's not going to get them. Dave Chisnall gets 2 visits from 146, and surely, at the very least, he's going to set it up well to leave himself 2 or 3 match darts.
96.
Well, that's exactly what he does. It will be 2 match darts incoming, 2 questions. Well, actually 3. 1, is there any pressure? No. 2, what are you going to go for, Chiz? And 3, will you hit it? To reach a final for the first time in a couple of years in these Players' Championship events.
Tops it is. Double 10. And in it goes, and Dave Chisnall, with a quite brilliant performance, defeats Gerwyn Price in a last leg shootout, 7 legs to 6, to earn a place in the final against the prodigious young talent Josh Rock. And there's the stats. And look at those 180s from Dave Chisnall, 9 of them. Price in the semi-final.
Yeah, incredible. Rock has had a fair few himself.
108.
Add another one to their tally for Josh Rock. Oh, I think we'll see in a best of 15 legs, we could see well into double figures here. I mean, 1 every 2 legs between the 2 players is regarded as a pretty decent level of 180 hitting, but in this it could be a close to 1 a leg between them. I reckon we could see around 15 in the match. We don't see
29.
the bullseye hit by Josh Rock, and we won't see Dave Chisnall go straight up for the bullseye, will we, here, surely? 10 for tops.
Well, the 180 in the leg helps Chisnall get down to the double, but he can't hit it. And it'll be 1 double 12 for JR.
$19.
And Chisnall will do this. He's done it for years, hasn't he? He'll take his time over a double.
Game shot.
And so often it's effective for him. And that is an effective start. A breaker throw in leg 1.
Oh,
108.
He's currently ranked world number 1 for 180 hitting, certainly today.
$100.
And that record, well, I think we can say it's going to be broken in this match.
41. $123.
I'll settle for a 140 here though, Rod.
Yes. May get it. May get it on double 10
Yep.
for a 12 dart leg.
Game.
Brilliant. Absolutely outstanding.
81.
It's always been one of the likely lads, hasn't he? One of the top talents around without yet getting that big title, but you know he's capable. Remember the absolute demolition job he did of Michael van Gerwen at Ali Pali a couple of World Championships ago.
Yeah, one of the great World Championship performances, that, wasn't it?
But it's arguable that in the last month or so he's playing the best stuff he's ever played. Winning again in Belgium on the Euro Tour. Damon Heta winning in Gibraltar. Josh Rock beat him. Ended his winning streak in the semi-final.
Now Chisnall was trying to leave 40 by hitting the outer ball. He hit the actual ball and he's left 15. And now double 4 next to his favourite, double 18. No mistake.
Brilliant. It had been 3 years without a win as well for Dave Chisnall, surprisingly for a man who...
You see, this is why I was saying to Dan he should change his name to Mr. Maximum.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Both players have done it, haven't they? Just stuck a Y on the end of the name or part of the name in Chisnall's case.
40.
I'm not really a fan of that, and it wouldn't work, would it, for the likes of Dirk van Dijvenbode, for example?
No. Although at least with Rocky is the Rocky is the name of a fictitious legendary boxer, isn't it? It does carry something.
Well, I don't know how Andy Jenkins feels about it.
Well, yes, yeah.
Double top.
38.
Well, the problem started when he found the single 4 there, only getting 1 dart at double, and Josh Rock has produced plenty of checkouts like this. Does he stay there? I thought it might have been a decent guide for him.
86.
Double 10 then to go 6-1 in front in a game that, on the face of it, on paper, looked like it would be close. No, Dave, it's not in.
And he's waiting to hear game shot there.
Yes,
that is it.
this time, isn't it? Very good in the end. So 6-1. Was 4-0, then 4-1 as Rock got the solitary leg he's won on the board, and then Chisnell's won the next two as well to go 6-1 in front, race to 8.
57.
Sportsmen are when they lose, but I think on the broader picture it's another step forward in his darting education, isn't it? It's a final he's reached. Okay, if he gets beaten, he gets beat, but it's another part of the learning process. And all the evidence we've seen today up to this match indicates that he's going to be a force in years to come.
96.
And maybe even in days to come. We've got 3 more days
That's
here,
right.
of course, in Barnsley, and not many will want to be pitted against him. Or him, for that matter.
Ooh. Double 9.
Yeah, 68. Yep.
Just checking with the referee, as he's entitled to do. 18 left was the question
68.
begged by Chizzy. Andrew Davis, the official, told him he was correct. Double 10 for Josh Rock. In it goes.
Great shot.
And he clings on, and that is a break of throw. So he's just keeping Dave Chisnell a couple of legs away. Chisnell can't believe he's been broken. He went to the hockey first. And if he does go on to get those 2, it would be a couple of titles in a very
180.
short space of time after that 3-year hiatus. And we were talking about it earlier on the coverage today. This is the time, isn't it, to start hitting your stride?
Very much so.
35.
A number of big televised titles with big ranking points and big prize money. Very good. Double 7 for a 1-2-2. That 1-2-2 as easy as 1-2-3, and Josh Rock makes it consecutive legs and comes back to within 3 now at 6-3 down.
To get in similar range.
58. $56. $180.
Well, he was out of this leg. He might have just got himself back into it. No can do for Dave Chisnell, so Josh Rock will return after hitting that 180 to leave 66 to make it 4 legs on the spin.
76. 98.
$56 remain, 40 left now, double top, 1 down in hand. Oh, he's really dragged that one
46.
down, disappointed. The reaction said it all, and Chisnell has got 3 in hand here to go to the hill, to go within 1 leg of victory. Double 8 the target, he was one of the doubles he missed in the last leg.
Yeah, back in that corner. And again having to step across. But this time trying to use that dart. Wrong side of the wire. Open bed. Double 4. And he finds it. And that could be the pivotal exchange in the contest. A missed dart at tops from Josh Rock. And Dave Chisnell then pinning double 4 last in hand.
Well, that's the beauty of darts, isn't it? One of the beauties of darts. The age doesn't matter. You can have people in their 50s playing people in their teens and on an equal footing. Double 16 for the title.
51.
Oh, 2 go. Will there be more to follow in this leg?
He's had a bit of a falling out with that double in this game. Treble 18 leaves double 18. So
92.
close, but yet so far. And Chizzy gets his chance again.
And 3 more at this pesky double 16. And this time, Dave Chisnall puts it away and puts Josh Rock away. And Dave Chisnall ends the drought in terms of Players Pro Tour titles. He beats Rock 8-4. It was too good on the night because Chisnall dominated from the get-go. He won the first 4 legs of the match, and despite a mini fight back from his opponent, he's gone on to win 8-4. The average is over 100 for Chisnall, 97 for Rock.